What's up, everyone? My name's Brenner. Welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Liquor Sipper, and this is Whiskey Proof News. I do the research so you guys don't have to. Alright, so real quick, we're just gonna jump into this. Also, since it is 4th of July weekend, I feel like it'd be like the perfect opportunity, the perfect time to have that barbecue, have that smoked flavor, and maybe pair it up with a little bit of that smoke wagon if you can find it. I unfortunately have not been able to find it here where I'm currently at in New Mexico, but I just thought it would be a cool idea to, kind of mash those two up together. It might be a fun time. Anyway, there is a crop of new whiskeys out this week that also range from, from last week on up forward through this month of July. Few Spirits has teamed up with rock band Black Rebel Motorcycle Club on a new blended American whiskey, while Catterton Creek has released a new edition of Ragnarok Rye, and it's also had its collaboration with heavy metal band GWAR. Now on the Scotch side of the house, we have the Macallan that is launching its M collection with 3 different whiskeys, one being M, and then M Black and M Copper. And then we have country singer Alan Jackson that debuts his Silver Belly straight bourbon from Kentucky Whiskey. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's jump right in. Okay, I need to fill up the gas tank. Alright, so first on the list, Few Spirits Motor Oil. The style is an American whiskey. The origin comes from Illinois. The age was not disclosed. I couldn't find anything on the age. The alcohol by volume is 50.5%. The price point will be $60, and the release day was July 1st, 2022. And obviously that was just a few days ago, so it should still be able to find that, though. That being said, it is only been a limited availability of 1,800 bottles. If you guys want to find it, either you may be in an awesome location and you do get lucky and find it, but chances are you're probably going to have to go to that website in order to grab that. So next on the list is the Catterton Creek Ragnarok Rye 2022 edition. The style is obviously, like I said, it's in rye. The origin comes from Virginia. Age, again, has not been disclosed. Alcohol by volume will sit at 46%. The price point for this particular bottle is $99. The release date was within the last 2 weeks, so it was June 24, 2022, and the availability is nationwide. And though I say nationwide, again, a lot of these are like, you're gonna have to sift through and try to find maybe some of the places that were lucky enough to even pick up a bottle for their store, because there's only 6,000 bottles that were made of this particular bottle. Alright, and so next on the list is probably what you guys have been anticipating, is the Macallan M collection. Now the Macallan M collection, obviously is in the style of single malt. The origin, of course, is Scotland. Age was not disclosed. I tried to find out the age, couldn't find that. The alcohol by volume will range between 42% to 46%. And then you have a price point, and this is really just the fun one for me, because I feel like maybe there's some people out there that can afford this. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to drop $6,750 on a bottle, and it ranges all the way up to $8,750. I think that obviously matters on where you're at and where you're purchasing from. I would imagine if you were over there in Scotland, it probably wouldn't cost as much. And then, as you would probably expect, the availability is limited. I couldn't find anything on how limited. All right, need to do a little reload again. Okay, so for some of you guys and gals that are out there that may not be 100% savvy on Macallan, there's a little bit of a background history that I will explain to you guys. So the Macallan M label was first introduced in 2013 as an ultra-priced expression, and this is its 9th release, the one that is coming out now. So M Black, meanwhile, is on its 5th release. The creation of the M collection now places these whiskeys under the umbrella and also adds M Copper, a new expression and the most expensive of the trio. All whiskeys in the collection are bottled in All whiskeys in the collection are bottled in Lilac Crystal decanters. The proof and price are as follows. The Macallan M 2022 release is at 45% alcohol by volume and is $6,750. The Macallan M Black 2022 release, 46%, $7,750. And then you have the one to top it off, which of course you probably already expected, the Macallan M Copper 2022 release, 42% alcohol by volume at $8,500 a bottle. All right, so next on the list is Wyoming Whiskey Powder River. The style will be straight bourbon. The origin is obviously in the name, so it's coming from Wyoming. The age for this particular bottle is 6 years, and then we have an alcohol by volume for 50.5%. The price point for this bottle is definitely a lot more reasonable than the last. Comes in at $70 a bottle. The release date was June 24th, 2022, so you should have no issues if you're in Wyoming, that is, to be able to pick up one of those bottles, because they only have 2,160 bottles, unfortunately. So the latest Wyoming only release from Wyoming whiskey comes from 19 barrels and has a mash bill of 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. It's named after the Powder River, which cowboys crossed in the late 1800s with the phrase Powder River, let her buck. All right, still said throughout Wyoming today. I guess that's a thing there. All right, so next on the list you have Silver Belly. The style is straight bourbon. We have the origin straight from Kentucky, you know, the father state of all whiskey. The age has not been stated and was not disclosed. You have a very reasonable price point of $40 with the alcohol by volume of 45.5%, and the release date was in June 2022. This bottle is not one of those ones that should be hard for you to find. Should be relatively easy, as it was released as a nationwide release. And so a few of the things that you may want to know from this particular bottle is that the whiskey has a mash bill of 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. So it's also contract distilled at Owensboro, Kentucky based Green River Distilling Company, which is the 10th registered distillery in the state. And if you look back at my video, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, I actually had some news about Green River Distilling. Next on the list we have Pigeon River. This is in the style of blended whiskey. Origin comes straight from Tennessee. Another one without a age disclosure. The alcohol by volume is 48%. The price point is a little bit more, a little higher than the last bottle. You come from 40 on the last bottle, you come up to 55 on this one. That's what you can expect to pay. And you have a release date of the month of June 2022. Availability is limited. This is an allocated bottle. However, it did not disclose how many bottles will be actually openly available to the public, as some of the other bottles did. And that about wraps it up today for your whiskey proof news. If you guys have any suggestions or anything that you guys are interested in, give me a shout. Go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys are interested in and what you guys would like me to research and get some information for you guys. I realize some of this stuff you can do on your own, but also it's kind of cool sometimes if you do the research, I do the research, and then we kind of cross roads and see if what we're picking up on is the same information. Without anything else, I think I will just end this with cheers, and as I always say, keep on sipping.